Hello, every binary, and welcome to Monsterhearts 2, the Ebon Carnival's main show. I am Sawyer, aka Ferret, the one who wrote this little setting skeleton and is trying to get it in the Gauntlet codices. Speaking of the Gauntlet and its codex issues, the Gauntlet is a group of tabletop role players who are really invested in OSR, PBTA, story games, pretty much what have you. If you like to roleplay and like people who take the game seriously, check out the Gauntlet. I am with three Gauntleteers today. We are sadly missing both Ryan and Sabine, but that was to be expected. I will go in character keeper order and allow these fine people to introduce themselves and their characters and refresh me and y'all on what happened last session. So let's start with Peter and your wonderful Minotaur, Rodney.
Yeah, hi, I'm Peter. I use he, him pronouns, and today, as always, I'm playing Rodney Johnson, the Minotaur. Before I get to any other part of what happened last week, we did all take advances, and mine is a little bit off the beaten path. So I took the advance Drastic My Soul, which is going to be in the Fury reskin, upcoming soon. I won't go into any further detail on that, but the move itself is when someone puts themselves at risk to defend you, either physically or socially, they mark experience and you gain a string on them. If you have the enraged condition when this happens, clear it. So, yeah, I get to kind of work against myself even more. But last time, Rodney went from the very sort of confused Mukau to the confident Mukau. We're going to say that because he's confident in what he's doing. I'm just not even entirely sure he knows exactly what he's doing. He's just going to keep doing it. And in some rather surprising moments, he has been a very sort of steadfast and just very non-bullshit person. Like, he's straightforward. That's it. He's just kind of been trying to be looking out for the people that he cares about, which the majority of them are the lovely PCs we have before us. And he's got an interesting sort of relationship with our wonderful unicorn Astoria, because that was unexpected. But yeah, we'll just kind of see where that goes. It's going to be interesting.
Oh, right, the admission of love. I had forgotten that. Thank you. Yeah, so seeing how badly I'm doing, Dunna, would you introduce yourself and your lovely bird?
Hi, everyone. My name is Dunna. My pronouns are he, him. And tonight I'm playing Cecilia, the harpy, who is definitely a terrible person, but with the Carnival's best interests at heart, if she has a heart. Because I guess that got broken last week when the lovely witch Sammy and her got on quite well, and Cecilia, in a fit of rage at Sammy's, I guess, targeting the carnival, really snapped at them and drove them away. And I guess the other thing is that Cecilia and Rodney had a quick scene at the very end where they, I guess, are co-conspirators now against Mother Tribute. So yeah, stay tuned.
And last but not least, Leandro and his pretty, pretty pony.
Okay. All right. Sorry. No, what you just said there just discombobulated me. Hi. I don't have anything smart to say to that. Hi, I'm Leandro. I use he, him pronouns. And for this series, I'm playing Astoria Sunderland, the unicorn. She's a runaway. Sorry, I'm just chewing something. I just got back from dinner. All right. Drink. All right. Sorry about that. Yeah. So Astoria is again the unicorn who is, precious cinnamon roll who expects a lot of good out of people, I guess. Um, so far, she's kind of been positioned as some sort of like the newest and best attraction in the carnival by Mother Tribute, and she's been quite uneasy about that. As probably been a lot of people. Last session, as mentioned, was the aforementioned admission of love to Rodney because, well, mostly because Rodney's a sweet boy who probably wouldn't hurt anyone, although he probably would, and also partially because she had a vision of Rodney's dad and his dad's dalliances. I forget with whom, so I'm sorry I can't help you too much, Ferret. But that vision did morph into Rodney strangling Lyr, who is one of our yes, it was with Lyr's mother, and that's why the vision morphed into Rodney strangling Lyr, and that's something that Astoria has not yet told Rodney. It's not lying if she doesn't say anything. And also the whole Mother Tribute shenanigans with the wages and whatnot, which is like either to like isolate and kind of humiliate Astoria more, coupled with the rather shabby treatment of her friend Andy from the Haven, and also Sammy's also just a shabby treatment at the end. The whole Cecilia being turned against them. It's kind of like not I wouldn't say driven Astoria over the edge, but like just kind of convince her that like no, it's like if she's going to be the future of Carnival's people claiming it, then it's not because people say it, it's because she's going to claim it because this Carnival could be something better, be something much better than it is right now. So that's kind of like her state of mind at the end of last session.
Good. She wants to step over that very low bar of the Carnival can be better. So yeah, I am much better. I remembered that Sammy's magic revealed that wonderful plot point, and then that there was the memory of that. So, like, I remember the bad stuff. I didn't remember, oh, she loves him. Yeah, the happy-go-lucky stuff, because this is Monsterhearts. As usual, I will see if there. It seems like there should be a bit of a time skip after that, like maybe a day, 2 days at least. And with that, I would want to know if anyone has a scene they would like to frame at the very beginning, or if I should start off with a bit of a hard frame. Okay. I think we're going to start with I think Sammy. We're going to start outside the carnival today. That it is just 10 minutes past like the breakfast hour, and Astoria, you've actually decided to go to your special little place in Haven, that small creek where the ancient gnarled tree is just on the edge of it, almost making a bridge, but caught in the middle of it. That place that just feels like it has tons of power. But you're not alone. You see Sammy with a pack of tarot cards. Sammy with a Torah. Sammy with just different tools of divination, of religion, of magic. And I think like when you're getting there, you hear the sounds of a celebration, like that Robin Hood scene from The Last Unicorn. The men just partying, made merry and laughing, a lute or a lyre playing. But when you turn the corner, you just see Sammy concentrating and like holding their hands tight as like the magic seems to be. You can't tell if it's controlled or that they're having a hard time grasping it. What do you do?
I think I'm a bit entranced because I think I've always kind of appreciate when I see magic, and I kind of don't want to. I kind of don't want to butt in while Sammy's clearly busy. So I think what I'm kind of like. I guess it's in a sense I'm kind of like trying to figure out what they're doing, but mechanically this will be like a gaze into the abyss.
Do you want to gaze into the magical abyss?
Yeah, and I
You are carrying one forward from a roll last time, I think. It was in your notes.
Oh, yeah. Where did that?
You shut someone down on a 7-9. You shut Mother Tribute down and took it, I think.
Okay.
So I remember, like, you said something like
Oh,
lightly
no.
snarky
I
to
think it was.
her.
I think it was keep your cool, and it was a question about situation. It was when we were in the trailer.
Yeah, that was it.
Trailer. Yeah. Okay, cool. So that negates that -1 at least. Yeah, I'm looking for what Sammy's doing. I could probably just ask them, but I don't want to interrupt. Oh man, the hardly calm Marlin still paying dividends. That's a 10. Actually, no, that's a 9. That's a 9.
Ooh.
Still
So
pretty
yeah,
good.
I think like you see Sammy concentrating, then their hands open, and it's like that CGI mists that are all colored in different vibrant rainbows exploding from their hands, like the sort of like Ant-Man and Wasp. The people start small in their hands and grow larger and larger till they're people sized, and there's this entire spinning like minstrel act around. Oh god, that can take connotations in the south, but like actual minstrels from the medieval age, like spinning around them. But every one of them is someone from the carnival, and like you see Mother Tribute like step forward from this act, and she touches Sammy, but like draws this symbol on Sammy's forehead, like where you feel your horn would be. And Sammy like keeps like this going, and the circle keeps going, and you just keep hearing gooble gobble, one of them, gooble gobble, not for us, not for us. And Sammy, you come back to reality, and like it doesn't seem like the spell was ever cast, but Sammy is just like holding themselves and crying.
Out of character, can you hear the racket that's happening downstairs?
Very lightly. It doesn't.
Okay, cool. Make sure, because I could hear it all. Damn people doing karaoke again. Yeah, so I think I see them holding, and I just run up and kind of like go right in front of them, like, hey, Sammy, are you? Hey, I'm here. Are you okay?
I don't know anymore. I thought Cecilia and I thought I belonged.
Of course you belong. We talked about this. Even if Cecilia doesn't belong, then where I'm around, you always belong. Okay?
No, but I know I belong with you. You've always been nice, and Cecilia was nice, but just for a little bit. And I tried to save the carnival, or at least give an idea for what might be wrong. And it's like I attacked her family or her.
Well, if she was nice for a little bit, then she can be nice again. Yeah, she hates me, but for some reason I can't bear to hate her. She's of anyone we know. I think she has been in this carnival for a long time, and what we want to do might be going against everything she believed in or just think about. But look, if you found something nice in her, I'm sure it's still there. I'm sure something like that's not gone completely. I kind of put my hand over on Sammy's.
And I believe they smile. Like I think I can belong here. That if I get better with this magic, if I can do the Robin Hood thing more than just as an ending, if I can keep it up, maybe you and I will. Maybe we'll take over. Maybe we can make it better again. Make it suit
Well,
everyone and not just a few people.
do you need help? Like, your magic's yours, but I'm sure I can help out in some way.
I'm sure you can too. And God, that does sound sinister, but luckily Sammy's a good person. And I think Sammy. Oh, I know. And Sammy grins is like, I think what we need is no. That's a bit too on the news. Let's not do that.
Mm-hmm.
Sammy just I think looks at the lake and or the creek where the tree is. It's like, have I taken you to that place I found the node?
I don't think so. No, not yet.
Maybe we can see how it reacts to you. Would you like to go? It's at the end of this creek.
Sure, sure. That sounds interesting.
Okay, and I think like you guys are picking up all of Sammy's collect like trinkets and tokens, and I would like you to keep your cool. But if you miss, I will tell you that you're afraid of not noticing what you can. Like since I'm
Okay.
prompting this.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I'll be down for that. Oh, goodbye. +1 forward. The Marlin continues to help. That's a 10.
Okay, so you're collecting things, and Sammy's putting it in their satchel and everything. And you remember, and after I've told you this, don't forget you can ask one question about the scene. But as you're walking away, you catch this brilliant blue uh, glimmer in the forest, like it's, and then like a pearly reflection. And you turn around, and through the trees, you can see this white equine figure running. And right before it gets to like the edge of the creek, like it should keep going, but it's just like that cinematic thing where it does not continue. It's disappeared somewhere.
Mhm. Can I find it again later?
If you believe, if you believe, you can.
We need to watch that movie.
Yeah, I think you guys are heading down and like I'll get you at least to the node. Like you guys are walking down the creek, and as you get closer to Haven, away from the power, away from the mystical wonderment, it gets very touristy. Like there is that you can smell the corn dogs, the fireball candy, the way like this is a different smell than the carnival's like actually practiced frying. This is like Americana, too much corn syrup, too much oil, too much sugar frying kind of stuff that would make a diabetic die by like with smelling it too much. You know, and you get to the edge of the creek where it's pouring out into the lake, and you just see like this gaudy swan boat with graffiti on it in the lake, and this couple paddling like with their child on East, like several people picking up eggs for Easter. Just very, very gaudy, very touristy. And then Sammy looks at you. How well can you swim? And like I think that's the unless you want to answer, that's the cut.
No, I think it's just like it's a nervous like, uh-huh. As if like, yeah, sure.
Like let me take off this wonderful coat first.
Exactly, yeah. That's the most important part.
Yeah, and I think the next bit, like, we go back to the carnival, and this is the mess tent where lots of breakfasts are served, and like the sideshow people are there. So of course, with Vikram, I think Cecilia is there in the morning because. Like, let me check the notes again because I believe I'm correct with my assumption here. Yes. So thanks Cecilia's with Vikram in the morning. They probably check in with him some. And the breakfast today is like you have your choice of pancakes, different kinds of meats, vegetables, like actual salads and things like that for the vegetarians. Um, but like there's enough of like the sweet and savory. You can get a balanced breakfast, or you can get an American balanced breakfast, or you could just stick with Pop Tarts and end up dead at 24. So I think like Cecilia and Vikram have their food and they're eating, and there's this big like darker shadow as Rodney sidles up to the table. And Rodney, why did Walter kick you out of the trailer so early this morning?
Oh. That is a good question. I'm not actually sure.
Do you mind if I
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I think he was drunk, as per semi-regular when he's not performing.
Great.
But I think he caught you like shaving in the mirror, waited until you were done, and like just like said something slurry that's like sort of like, too much like him, and just like pushed, like kept like shoving you out until you're gone, locked it behind you. It's not the first time he's never like violent, but he is like rough sometimes. But it's just sort of a like, I need my space, I'm drunk, you'll be
Cool.
fine.
Cool. As a byproduct of that, I don't have a shirt on. Because I was shaving and trying to keep everything clean, and he didn't let me grab my shirt on my way out. He just shoved me out.
And as a 6'5" muscle man, you can't really borrow clothing.
I mean, I can, but no one's getting it back.
I mean, not intact, right?
That is the intent behind that. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, they can have it back. It's never going to fit again. Yeah. So I guess I've sidled up to them, and I will just kind of. I think I've got the pancakes and everything. I think I've got a pretty sizable stack of them, like 6, and I just kind of like sit across from them.
And Vikram looks up and just gives a tisk. Like, I can almost smell his breath on you.
You mean Walter? Because yeah, I don't have any control over that.
I'm not saying you do. I'm just saying that perhaps you should seek other accommodations sometimes. You're welcome. And he looks at Cecilia kind of like, this is father time. And like, you're welcome to come to the Sideshows building if you ever are in need.
All right. With all of this, there's not usually a lot of room in places.
We have a room that was large Betty's. Since she passed away 2 years ago, it's been a bit left untouched, but it should definitely fit you.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. And I just kind of like start wolfing like the pancakes down. Like I'm still available to talk while I'm eating.
Yeah. I think Cecilia is eating kind of a smattering of different cold meats and crusty bread and just like picking at them. Not really hungry, but knows she needs her breakfast to get through the day. And I think like maybe Rodney hasn't, because he was thrown out so quickly, there's still like shaving foam or whatever on his earlobes.
Yeah. Like I think he was kind of like, all right, I'll get that last, and not quite.
Yeah. So I think she'll like reach across and like remove one of the kind of dangling goops of shaving cream. That's not what I'd come to expect, Rodney. You've always taken such pride in your appearance.
Yeah, well, appearance can only go so far until you're shoved out of the place that you can use to focus on your appearance. And it's starting to get on my nerves.
Is this for the show or for someone special?
Every show is for someone special.
Oh, that sounds serious.
Well, no, it's something my dad used to say. I don't know. I'm trying to work on it. No, but like, I don't know. I mean, you know me. I'm serious is a rare occasion for me, and I mean, it doesn't mean it's not out there, but like, I don't know.
I mean, I get it. She works in a different carnival. Is that what we're saying?
I think Rodney like actually stops to think about it and then just kind of looks at you and goes, "No, she works at this one."
Okay.
And I think Vikram is like he's very interested, but he's keeping on that dad face of like, oh no, the kids are talking. I'm not interested.
I think I'm just gonna side eye Vikram a little bit and be like, if you want to know something, just ask.
Oh. No, he's not a mean guy. I think he's just like, why do you put up with it? Not saying you're violent, but sometimes you're violent. If he's pushing you around, why haven't you pushed him back? I mean, we can get another animal tamer.
He was
We can't really get another strong man.
He was a friend of my dad's. I don't know. Maybe it's weird reverse. Is it nepotism? I don't know. I heard that word somewhere. I just, I don't want to do that to Dad, even if he's not around anymore.
I think your dad would be very proud of you for that. Your dad and Walter were very close.
I am curious how close.
Okay. Maybe you should ask him one day.
Fuck it. I'm gonna wolf down the rest of my pancakes, get up, and start heading back to where Walter is, because I am going to get some answers.
I think Vikram actually looks a bit surprised at this. Like, looks at Cecilia, it's like, go, watch over him.
Okay. Well, I guess we're going to find out exactly how special Rodney's dad was putting on a show for Walter every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys walk, and the trailer door is still locked. What does Rodney do to get the attention?
I knock first a few times. There's a particular knock I use usually when it's late at night and I just need Walter to let me in, because sometimes he locks the door behind him. And when he's not drunk, he's at least a little accommodating in that sense.
Can Cecilia maybe have caught up and stop you just before you knock?
Oh, sure.
Okay. Rodney, I mean, if he's drunk and, being an asshole or more of one than usual, you really think you want to confront him on this right now?
I think he'll be more forthcoming than he usually is.
Forthcoming with his fist, or?
I'd like to see him try, actually.
Sure, but, I really don't want to have to explain to the local cops why you murdered the guy.
I'm not gonna murder him that much. No. Oh. Just let me try a little bit. I'm
Okay.
not. I won't.
Do you want to spend a string on Cecilia to tempt her into letting you do this without interference?
I would love to. However,
You have no strings?
I have no strings.
Um, I have strings on everyone except Sammy, but
Well, hasn't that paid off?
yeah, exactly. Well, I lost that string because I was nice to her. Uh, go figure. um,
I would love to flex for justice. What does that mean?
I was like, just turn her on, get a string. No,
Oh.
I'm kidding. But
Yeah, that could go in a very different
I
direction.
was like, if you had done that back at the breakfast table, it probably would have made more sense instead of just
Yeah.
let me go check that door over there.
Oh god. Okay. Fine. No, I can't use a string. But I'm still at least tempted to knock and ask politely.
Yeah, you knock your special knock if Cecilia lets you. Is that fine this
yeah,
time?
I mean, oh well, I guess I could spend a string on Rodney to get him not to knock right now and wait till later. But I think like that's counter dramatic for as a
Yeah.
player. I think so.
Yeah.
I think Cecilia will maybe lean up against the trailer and say like, "Do you want me to stick around?" Or I mean, I'll be quiet as a mouse.
Yeah, just stay. That's fine.
First time you do your special knock, you just hear, "Go away."
I do it again.
You hear movement inside, comes close to the door. Ugh. What?
I have a question for you.
Is that it?
Yes.
Unlock, unlatch, snap. Door opens. Oh, I forgot to give you a shirt. Sorry.
Good. Now I can use the question for a different one. How close were you and my dad?
Door shuts in your face again.
Well, he didn't lock it this time, so I kicked it open.
I think, okay, you roll to lash out physically. He hasn't
Cool.
gotten far enough from the door.
Cool. Looks like that'll be an 8.
Okay, so do they learn something about you and get a string on you? Do I decide how bad the harm is, or do you go your darkest self?
They learned something about my true nature and gain a string on me.
Okay, so you kick the door in. It catches him on the chin, sends him falling, and he just looks shocked, like, "What the fuck?"
You didn't answer my question.
I don't want to.
I'm gonna lean down real close, which, it's from pretty high up, and I'm just gonna kind of look at him and be like, why not?
I think he gives this very bitter smile. You look like him more every day.
I used to think that you just said that because it was a way to, like, get under my skin. I'm starting to get the sense it's for a different reason.
What do you want to hear? That we were together? We were. We were lovers. After your mom passed on, I comforted him. A few drunken nights led to something else. I thought we were. No, no, no. That's all you need to know.
Just going to put one hand on his shoulder and say, if that's not the end, then that's not all I need to know.
I don't want to go over it. I want you to let me go. I just want to be drunk and I want to forget because when I'm not drunk, it's all I can think about. And I'm trying to be nice to you, but every day you're more like him and more. It reminds me more of what I've lost.
What you lost when he died?
Yeah. And he's going to spin that string to tempt you to let this drop.
I'll take it.
How
I'll
are you
take
going
that
to use it?
experience.
With red flag.
Right now, I'm just going to mark experience.
Understood?
Yeah. I'm not there yet in terms of being furious with him, but we'll see.
Well, you don't need to be furious at him. I mean, other people could have told you this, it seems. Like, Vikram seemed to have had more knowledge of this than you knew.
Then maybe I should go back and talk to him, too. Well, I look at Walter and I just go, fine, I'll drop it. But just remember, I'm not Dad. I can look more like him every day. He's not coming back. And I'm sorry.
And I think he was breaking before he is sort of he's like making his way back to bed, but you don't know if he's going to be drinking anymore, but he's probably not going to be putting on a good animal show today.
I think I'd had a water bottle that I grabbed from the mess tent, and I just kind of throw it in his direction. Not throw it, but toss it. Not like wham! But
Hydrate,
no,
motherfucker!
I mean that's the intent. But like I'm just gonna say you're gonna want to drink a lot of that. If you're gonna be any good out there today.
And I want to ask you one: are you going to take any of his stronger liquors with you?
Is there one that I recognize that my dad also indulged in?
Oh, God, yeah. There's a. Oh, I don't drink at all, so.
Neither do I. That's why I asked.
I took a test one day, and like I'm apparently Bombay Sapphire vodka, so I'll say that.
Cool. I'll grab that. And I'll grab that and go, there, fair exchange. You drink that. I'll deal with this.
And Cecilia, you've overheard all of this. How are you feeling?
I am now very suspicious about the elder strongman's mysterious death. Right? If
Mm-hmm.
there's a hint of a love triangle, or of some difficulty to which Walter hinted at, then yeah.
Yeah. When I come back out of the trailer, and I know you've heard of all of that, I am going to say to you, not through a mechanic or anything or a temptation, but just you speak a word of this to anyone, it will get back to me.
Your well, your father's secret and Walter's is as safe with me as anything else.
That's why I'm worried.
Well, the vote of confidence is, stirs my heart. Listen, okay, so it's, I don't know, difficult news to come to grips with. I don't know, but I don't think you should let this distract you from this kind of mission you've sent us on.
Okay, what should I do then?
Okay. I think we need to drive a wedge in between Mother Tribute and the rest of her cronies. We picked off Hank a few days ago.
All right. Any suggestions on who should be next? Because at this point,
Well,
my idea is to go straight to the top.
straight to Mother Tribute. Well, okay. I can do that. Find out if she knew. Find out if she's afraid of Walter doing something stupid. Maybe he's got a history in that regard. I mean, what would Mother Tribute have done to maintain peace in the carnival? Could she have murdered him?
And I think like your father's death had been ruled like natural cause. Like he just went to bed one night and did not wake up. And like they say it's like natural causes for like being so large, being so heavy. But like it never sounded right, it seems.
Who delivered the news that it was natural causes?
Oh, well, they did call in like a doctor from Haven.
Okay. But was it the doctor who told me or someone in the carnival?
Oh, it was the. I think you were there when the doc. I think Mother Tribute is the one who delivered got the news and but it was delivered through Mother Tribute and like other. Like you were probably one of the first noticed because you are his child.
Right. Okay.
But since Mother Tribute was the one like paying for most of this, and she's the head, it went through her.
Okay. And so if it was Mother Tribute, then she controlled the flow of information and got that info to me. So tell me why I shouldn't be the one to just go to her and find out for myself.
You think she's going to tell you the truth?
Maybe not in so many words.
Hey, I'm just trying to help, but you do it so.
No. My head's all fuzzy. You do it. I'm gonna go find Astoria.
Okay.
And is there anything else that needs to be done in this scene?
I think it's good.
Yep.
Okay. So I think we cut back like Astoria, we're not going to do like the entire swimming into the node scene. You and Sammy have arrived. It is this beautiful interior cave. It's like so natural and primal compared to the commercial chintz and plastic outside. And there's this large, like, I think it would be like, it looks like it could be a like beanbag sized geode that's been cracked open and is just glimmering with quartz and amethyst and different like non-precious stones but very pretty ones, and like this sliver of there's a few breaks in the roof like where you can walk on it, and that sunlight streams through and like explodes rainbows around the place. And Sammy is sort of checking it out, and just they seem more energized here. What do you do?
How did you find this place?
I went under the water one day. There was a strong current, and luckily I ended up here. And afterwards, I figured out how to come back.
So, this place, how are you feeling right now?
Pretty good, actually. It's like this place feeds me. In Astoria, you almost feel at home here. It's like it's all not an extension, like sort of like if you've ever been to a place that just feels like you belong. It's one of those kind of feelings.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's beautiful here. Um, I think I kind of moved towards the the beanbag stone, as I'm calling it in my head. And like, so have you done like magic here, or
What do you want to see? What have you missed?
was that Sammy talking, or you?
That was Sammy saying it.
What have I missed? Like a, what do you mean? What have I missed?
Like, what is the thing you want to see most in the world? A physical thing.
Um, Astoria has a lot of wants. Most of them are ephemeral, and I think what she says is before we kind of came to this place, I saw something in the woods. Something something mysterious. It was just like it's like this horse that was.
There shouldn't be any horses up here.
I know it sounds silly, but it was. It wasn't just going through. It was like it was gliding through the woods. It's this white horse, and it felt like it stepped out of another world.
You want to see a unicorn? Or just a white horse? Or is this something different? Are you trying to tell me this?
I'm just, honestly, Sam, if I told you what I'd want, I don't know if they'd be physical things we can grasp. But when I saw this, I guess it must have been a unicorn. But when I saw this thing, it was like that feeling I felt when we first got to the carnival, the first night when we ran, and it felt like we can do whatever we want, and my heart wouldn't stop pounding, but I couldn't stop laughing inside and out. It was. I want that feeling, Sammy.
And I think like they cast their illusion, and it is just like the scene fades into like a complete illusion, like a holodeck, and it is the carnival, but it's traveling now, and it's like, and the beanbag chair like becomes the globe, and you almost see like the line of the carnival going around, coming around a different way. You know, you guys are huge in Japan, of course, because everything is, and but yeah, it's like but you're at the head, and I think like mother, there is no mother tribute in this. It's just like Astoria's ye old Carnival.
I think I'm taking it all that in, and I'm kind of like, well, I didn't know you could see the future as well. Or is this?
Oh, I can't. I thought this is what you'd want to see.
No, this is exactly what I want. Just I don't know. It feels like having my name on it seems a bit tacky, and then I kind of laugh, just like that's a supremely silly thing to say.
And she smile. They smile. It's like, well, Ebon is such an archaic word. It doesn't even it gets caught on spell check now.
Well, I'll take your point, I guess. Guess I can't afford to do that. We take over, but we'll talk about the name. It seems a bit much, but yeah, it feels so close, doesn't it?
Yeah, it feels like it could actually be done, and I think like they check their like even in this illusion, like this illusion is so easy to maintain here. They can check their cell phone. They don't need to focus on it, and they look at the times like, oh, we might be needing to get back soon.
Oh, is it time? Oh, crap. We should go. Uh, we probably talked about this yesterday. It's been a while, but it's been a lot. But what we're trying to do, I don't know if we can talk about it in the carnival itself. Let's keep it to here.
And I think Sammy like texts like a moon emoji to you. It's like whenever we need to meet here or there. Well, let's do half moon for the creek, full moon for here, and we'll know what to do.
I think I nod. And I text them back a sun emoji, the one that has a face on it, so it's really creepy looking.
Before it turns evil and attacks you like in a Mario game.
Yeah.
And Sammy puts the phone like back in a bat. Like I think you guys have good enough phones that they're waterproof, so you don't have to worry about them when you swim back out. And then you emerge, and this swan boat like skirts out of the way of you. Some dude like throws a bread crust at you, and these birds like come close. But yeah, you guys are back on your way to the carnival. And Rodney, where were you looking for Astoria?
Well, first I was searching the carnival, and if I couldn't find her in her tent or around where she usually is, then I would have taken a step outside the carnival grounds.
Okay,
I
and
probably would have been. I probably wouldn't have gone too far from there. I would have probably at least waited because I think like if she wasn't in any of the usual spots, then maybe she's with Sammy.
so maybe you're at the gravel parking lot, just sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, it is nearly top of the hour. How about we take a 5 minute break, come back 5 after the hour, and start this scene?
Okay.
Welcome back, everyone. So yeah, I think Astoria and Sammy will. They're still a bit wet from their adventure and are dripping up the gravel driveway. And well, who's going to mistake Rodney for anyone but Rodney?
I think. Oh, go on.
I'm gonna just give like a small wave when I see them.
I think I'm gonna run up to you and give you a hug, dripping wet. I think I've got the coat on my shoulders.
Well, luckily I've got a shirt on now. That was one other thing that I did get from my trailer. I did get that from my trailer. Didn't have to ask for that. Walter was nice enough to go, oh, right, a shirt.
Did that happen after you talked to him? It's like, oh, right, the shirt.
It was what he did while throwing the water bottle at him.
Yeah, it was a mutual toss. It was like, wee! No. So yeah, I'll think I'm actually going to be a little, still a tiny bit surprised, but I'm going to hug back and just kind of like look down and then look over at Sammy and actually, can you give us a minute? Okay, yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, so then I'm...
What's up?
How much can you actually see into the future?
I'm not sure. I've never tested it out. They just come, and it's never more than a day or two, maybe. She's thinking about the prophecy of Lyr, which I don't think has happened yet. But
clearly you saw something with the tarot cards the other day, and I guess I'm just... When you saw something about me, did you see anything about my dad?
Why did I decide to pick them not lying? I think you see kind of Astoria's mood kind of like not slacken, but like just shift downward. She can't lie, even with her face. And I don't know much about your dad. What was he like?
Kind of like I am when I do my performances, but it's not just a show. He was a good man and cared about those around him and seemed to actually lift people's spirits. And now apparently I find out that he and Walter, the animal tamer, had some sort of... Walter won't even call it a relationship. It was, they were lovers or something. And I wanted to know how much truth there was to that.
Well, like you said. I'm trying to think of like if I could get away with this by lying by not lying. No, yeah, there we go. Damn it. Trap.
I mean, you could try. I just don't think you get away with it.
Yeah, no, I know.
Please, you've at least been one of the few people I've met who's been honest with me.
God damn it. No, she doesn't say that. Okay. Yeah, that night, there's something weird happened. I saw. It seemed to be your father. I don't think this is the future at all. But there was some feedback, and I saw, your dad with not with Walter, no, not with well, we'll just
Oh. What was he with my mom?
What was your mom like? 'Cause I don't know. I don't think she knows if that's his mom or not.
Well,
Oh, no, you know it's Lear's mother. That was clear in the.
I'm
well,
trying to
and right. It's a stall tactic, and like I think I'll be honest and say I don't remember much about her. She passed when I was younger.
Well, I don't. She's kind of looking away now, hands on kind of on her pillow. I don't think it was your mom. I saw him with. It was eyes towards the carnival. It was Lear's mom. Okay, there. That's what I saw.
What?
That's what I saw. Okay. I, I can't. I can't explain it. But are you okay, Rodney?
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I didn't want to ruin that night.
Okay, well, do you even actually love me?
Think my hands go up to yours. They're wet and clammy, and I kind of like try to get you to look at me, and I think you can see like I don't know if you can tell, but there's a bit of you can't tell because Soria's still kind of wet. There's kind of a bit of a tear on her eye. It's like, of course I do. That's why. It was stupid of me not to tell you, but that's why because was a treasure that night for a long time, Rodney, and I didn't want to mar it. Sorry, it was stupid of me.
No. I guess it's stupid of me to think that in this carnival any one person could be completely good, and that's hard to believe of my dad. Which means Walter probably knew. That's probably what Walter was trying to keep from me. Okay. I think I'm going to actually look at you, and I think that despite you being wet, there's something about more your face that isn't quite as wet because you probably tried to dry off at least a little bit, and so I can kind of see the tears. And I'm just gonna I believe you, just don't keep stuff like this from me again.
I won't. I won't. I'm then kind of it's just like, I won't. I just want to help. What do you need?
I don't know. Right now, I think right now I just need you.
Okay.
And other than that, right now I have some people that I really need to talk to. And it might even be a good idea for you to not be there when I do, because I don't want to show that side of me.
Okay.
Now kiss.
I mean, you made him disappear. Oh no, he's back. Okay, but yeah, I think even Rodney does actually do that, and it's like, oh yeah, it's like half of
Let's wait. Let's wait till he's ready.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't want to start role playing to teenagers. While my dad walked in, it was.
You're absolutely right, and I'm sorry I missed that for a moment. So all is forgiven, and I think I do end up kissing you, and it's part of like it's part of the fact of like I do believe you, but it's also part of the fact of like I don't know what's going to happen after this,
God.
because who knows how I'm going to react to everyone else. And I think I'm gonna just squeeze your hands lightly. Not like a crushing thing, but like just today's gonna be a long day. Just
Do
I
what you
love
need
you
to do.
too.
We both say it at the same time. It's
Yeah,
just like,
yeah. I'll do that. I'll do that. Yeah, I'll. But yeah,
just whatever you need to do. Just I'll be there if you need me.
I'm here too. As Hank appears from behind a car.
Oh, how much of that did you hear?
Brought a tear to this old Carney's eye.
I mean, how much of the whole my father thing did you hear?
Well, that's why I'm here, son. And that's where the scene cuts.
Ah! Okay, go. Sawyer!
Cecilia, you were going off to Mother Tribute, weren't you?
Yeah, so I'm not sure if I can bump into her outside of her trailer or
Oh yeah, I
her
think.
tent.
Yeah, you mean like you want to be like literally right outside her trailer, or just like
No,
not?
as in I want to be away from her kind of center of power, right?
Yeah, I think because you cut her off from Hank, I believe,
Yeah,
correct?
yeah,
So I think she's having to go around and actually like check the games to make sure like they're like the proper amount, like 51% rigged, 49% allowed, kind of
yeah,
gimmick,
yeah,
and because she can't find Hank for some reason. And so yeah, she's like she's out there measuring the like width of the milk bottles because like there's a certain way you can stack them where like it's harder to knock them over, that kind of thing. And she's
yeah,
grumbling under her breath. Like I think like there are like some people who are around her, but like they're not sycophants. It's just like people that she will say, like they'll come up, go do this, they'll go away. It's like no one permanent.
yeah. So, um, I guess I will open by saying, you know, I realized that I pissed you off the other day. Um, but you can rely on me for this kind of stuff, right?
You're a snippy little thing, aren't you?
That's the way
I
you like me, right?
I like it when you're aimed at other people.
Well, yeah. But this Astoria thing is getting me riled up.
Well, well. You afraid she's replacing you?
No, she doesn't have the people skills to replace me.
I don't know if you have the people skills to
Well,
be with her or compete with her.
well, I don't have the magic skills to compete with her, right?
I don't know. Do you?
No.
Shame. You always were promising, Cecilia. That's why we kept you around.
Well, that's a heartwarming vote of confidence. I'm getting a lot of that today.
Oh,
Well,
don't be so sour, my dear. You don't hand much love out, you expect to get much love in return.
well, I need a lot more sugar to make lemonade out of these lemons.
Did Vikram send you? He
He did
got us.
not. He
Oh,
did not. I'm here because of something else, actually. And I'm wondering if you have it all in hand or whether you need me to do something. I'm wondering, apart from our ringmaster, who else knows about Johnson Sr. and what happened there?
that was very much before your time, Cecilia. The younger generation shouldn't worry about those who have passed. Just idolize them if they have earned it.
Well, it's the passing is one of the things I'm worried about getting out.
It hasn't. It was natural causes, as far as I know.
That's the story I heard, but everyone has a different tale to tell.
The gossip never stops with all these people. Is there nothing to do? Isn't Facebook enough these days? It is Facebook, not Lookbook, right?
I think our generation are not Facebook fans, but um, well, let's put it this way: we tend to pass rumors like we pass water. A lot of it, and for something this old to stick around like this,
It's not as old as I would have liked it to be, but no one questioned when Betty passed, but I guess when you're 700 pounds, it's to be expected. When Johnson passed, I just know what the doctor said. I got the reports back from Hank.
okay, well, I'm sure you trusted what Hank said. I mean, like, then you trusted what Hank said, right?
Well, he and King went out to get them.
Yeah, yeah.
They know
Well,
the
they couldn't
doctor
be in this
better.
together, could they?
You think? Do you think foul play was at Johnson Senior's death?
I daren't think anything without getting a lead from you, Mother. I've learned my lesson.
I think I need to consult the crystals. Would you oversee this for me?
Sure, sure.
And do you actually oversee the rigging of the games as she starts heading off?
Yeah, I think. Um, what I mean, I'll have noted where she stopped, in terms of the rigging,
Hmm.
and I might undo some of her work, but play it straight for the rest, right?
Yeah.
Um, so I'm being a little bit devious, but only just.
And that night, so many stuffed ponies were won. Yeah. And where is Cecilia? Like, what is your modus operandi after this? Go for ringleader King, Hank, Rodney.
I think yeah, I think I want to go and maybe talk to maybe Rhonda, uh, because I imagine she is really the heart of the information network. In the everyone talks to her, she talks to everyone else, right? So
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna swing by her place.
And Rhonda is just, as always, bubbly, chipper. It is a good day. Yesterday was a good day. Tomorrow's probably going to be good too if you just have the right outlook. And she smells like an entire sweets shop, just like sugary and sweet. Like if Strawberry Shortcake and Rainbow Bright had a child, this would be it. And she just like looks. Are you coming to her stand as she's preparing for the day?
Yeah. I think I mean, there's nothing to rig with the deep
Oh,
fried of condiments, but
yeah. There's no like poisoning the marshmallows or anything.
yeah. So maybe I'll pass by for second breakfast, or whatever it is.
And I think she's cleaning. She's filling up the deep fryer with the new vegetable oil for the day. Uh, has like has peanut oil, vegetable oil, like different things for different allergies. And looks up. Oh, Cecilia, hello. How are you doing?
As well as can be expected, another day, another dollar.
Oh, are you still sort of mad about the Astoria thing? Everyone seems to be pissed about that.
Yeah, I mean, not that I have the longest experience here, but I never remember seeing that kind of deviate.
She got more in a month than I've gotten in 3.
That's just, I mean, that's kind of sickening.
And she didn't share it with anyone. Oh, which reminds me, you were selfish before Unicorn. Do lose one integrity because of that night. And it's like she was just.
Um,
But she's not. I don't see any like golden watches or new tech on her. I don't know what she's done with the money.
Maybe she's squirreling it away, you know?
Probably gonna run off and leave us after she makes enough.
Yeah, well, that would be the first time that's happened. I mean, I'm inclined to give Mother Tribute the benefit of the doubt because what I just heard was that she's worried about bigger things.
Really? And she like and she like looks towards the confections, like sort of like pick your poison and we can talk while I deep fry.
Yeah. So I think Cecilia will make a small show of like looking behind her so that no one is in a position to overhear,
Hmm.
and very conspiratorially lean in and say, I heard that she thought there might have been foul play with Johnson Sr.
I didn't think Mother Tribute thought that. I mean,
Well,
I've heard that other people have been thinking that. I mean, of course, it's been rumor mill around the carnival since then.
I mean, the way it sounds is that she trusted the doctor, but you never know who procured the doctor, right? It was,
Oh, of course she shouldn't have trusted Dr. Gomez. He's in the pocket. He was in the pocket of the freaks. You he and his have made their living dealing with the freak show's entire body calamities their entire lives.
I mean, yeah, but King isn't in with the freaks, is he? Or is this like some kind of pan carnival conspiracy going on?
Well, King was. I mean, King wasn't with the freaks, but his sister married was Lear's mother.
Ah, okay. Well, that that makes a lot of sense. How did I not know that?
Well, she ran off after Rodney's father died. It's been rumored that she just got she ran off with someone better. Like she met someone that wasn't all, and like she stretches her skin a bit. Like I think like Lear's father has like that collagen deficiency, which makes your skin really stretchy.
Okay, well, that's kind of shocking, but not really.
Not really. What do you know? I think she pushes a deep fried baby Ruth over. Like, no, what do you know? But and I think like with like that deep fried baby Ruth, like Chekhov's calories, we shall say, the scene will pan back towards Rodney and Astoria, and I think Hank is lighting up this ratchet cigarello that smells of the the dreams of someone who's just finished a Birdman album, dead and destroyed. And yeah, so the payments stopped coming in. I don't need to be silent anymore.
What happened?
Well, and he looks at Astoria. Some new payment might be nice.
Um,
Come on, girlie. You got over 2K.
I'm gonna hand over the 800 extra that he gave me.
Ooh. Well, I don't know if you've cleared Ungrateful yet, but we'll see. And he looks at, this'll do. Mother Tribute don't know shit. She says she has crystal ball powers. She has beepers, pagers, cameras. She watches things. She has people like me tell cold read shit. She does not have her fingers in every pie, though. She thinks she does, but she's not that flexible.
So which pies haven't we been eating?
Oh, you've been eating them, and eating them real good. No one questions the kind people. They always go for the mean assholes, don't they?
So what's the truth?
The truth can be found in the center ring, Rodney. Who's never shown an interest in much? Who's joined and could leave at any time, but hasn't? Whose name is as fake as their persona? Calls himself king. Never even a bloody prince.
How much do I need to give you to just be straightforward?
Could have just asked. It's King. King worked with Lear's father. Lear's father didn't like that his wife was cheating. Some men take it out on their wives. Some men take it out on those who did it. Some men have access to doctors with medication that can't be traced. That straightforward enough for you? Or do I need to get some damn fucking flashcards for you?
I'm going to just grab him by the collar and be like, be careful who you're speaking to.
Rodney?
Break me. You go to jail. You can't find shit in jail. Don't you want to break someone who deserves it, boy?
Rodney?
I let him down, kind of brush his shoulders a little bit.
Want a hit?
I do. Not that kind.
Mm. He pulls out like this bag of weed. This.
I've known you long enough to know you're not as stupid as you may come across. So please. Who do I need? Who do I need to go to?
Well, depends on who you blame. The guy who covered for his sister's mistakes and her husband's wrath. The husband who's dead. Can't really. Well, they say he's dead. He probably ran off after that bitch of his who ran. Or the doctor who flubbed up all these results. Now, if you ask me, take out King first. Doctor might come to you. And he smiles at Astoria. Welcome to the family, little lady.
Okay, I am going to turn and I'm just going to. I know where King is, right?
Oh,
As Rodney.
he's practicing in the main tent right now.
Okay, I'm going after him.
Oh shit. I think I kind of call out your name, and then like just kind of. Oh god.
What?
Oh, I thought you would run off. Oh, did you
No,
stop?
I stopped when I heard my name.
I think I kind of run up to you. It's like, what are you going to do,
I have no idea.
Rodney?
You know who might have an idea? A prophecy.
Oh, right. I think what you said. Okay. All right. Thanks for reminding me. Let's just do it. +1 integrity. Yeah, I have no integrity. Oh, hey, okay, all right. Thank you. +1. That just bumped me up to a 7.
Okay, and so what do you predict will happen?
I think, um, I think what will happen is what Rodney wanted to happen. I think what Astoria sees is Rodney over King, and knowing that he's ruffled up this little cover up, and all the other players gonna come for him. I think that's kind of like the image I see.
Oh, good. So King is alive and not hurt. Like is like mussed up, but not like.
It's ambiguous because
Yeah.
and
Okay. I like this.
I think Rodney sees that Astoria just kind of like saw something.
What did you see?
You over King. I don't know if he's alive or dead, but if you do this, it's all gonna be out in the open. Yeah. I don't know what the consequences will be, but you're. And I kind of see your form as like, you're. Do you remember what I said at the tent? You're fulminating right now. I want to know that you know when to stop.
I'll only know when to stop when I know I've started.
Ooh. And with that, has Ungrateful become enraged?
I think so.
Yeah, switch conditions.
Yeah.
And I was about to say, do you want to maybe, now that you're seeing red,
Yeah,
uh,
I know exactly what you're thinking, and yes, I would like to. I would like to gaze into the abyss with volatile
yes. What are you
because
gazing at? I think I know, but there are lots of threads here.
so I think the main one is figuring out what the outcome of me taking on King is going to be.
Well, we already know that with prophecies. I think. Like, are you thinking more like what'll happen if you like directly question him, or like if you just go in there and punch him, or is like this like the best way to get what you want out of King? Is what you're looking for?
I think so. I think so. I mean, there's another part of me that's just kind of like there's a little creeping part of me that just wants to make sure that things are still going to be all right with Astoria.
Okay.
So I will go ahead and roll. That's a 9.
Yeah. So you are just there's like this line that you're following to the tent. You're getting all throughout the labyrinth of the carnival, and every like turn you're at, like someone starts following you until it's almost like the West Side Story or some other kind of thing where like you have this full gang, or you're maybe like the Greatest Showman, but without villain heroizing a villain. But just you get to the three ring circus tent, and King is just putting on his show, but with everyone now judging him, he begins to melt, and he fills up the entire third ring like with water. And I think like you're looking in, and I think you see King trapped with oh, because yeah, I think you see like inside, like there are other unicorns in this water trapped with King, but it feels like I'm trying to get across, like it's purity of purpose marred by human error, kind of like it's not like real unicorns are there, but just like he thinks he's doing right, but when confronted by what he's done, it's
Yeah.
going to make him fold,
Okay.
basically.
Okay. Cool. Then yeah. I think then this time I'm going to turn and then I need to do this for my dad.
I know. Just don't lose yourself in this, please. I'm gonna pull a string to tempt you to not kill King. Stay her precious boo cow.
Aww.
Yeah, I'll take that string.
And what you going to do with it?
Oh man, because I got seeing red. I'm gonna take one ongoing towards doing what I was asked.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, but also in return, I'm going to spend a string on you, Astoria, to say that if that's going to be the case, you need to come with me.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, and I think the scene is like, Cecilia, where were you going to go after Rhonda's?
I had no big idea, so I think doing the work in general and just keeping my ear out, and then if I see another opportunity to drop the same story to do that, then that would be fine.
I wanted to put you with Rodney and Astoria, like and like a few others, like with this event, if that's fine. If
Oh
you,
yeah, sure. So I guess I'm around, and If they come in with Sammy, right, because they were
Yeah.
with Sammy,
They
I
sent
think
Sammy
Cecilia
off.
will be a little bit sheepish, or not sheepish is the wrong word. More cold than usual. But yeah, you can drag me into that scene, no problem.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, Astoria, would you go get Sammy again since you'd sent Sammy off before this?
I give them a heads up of what's happening, I guess. I think Rodney probably wants to go straight for King.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
would
Yeah.
maybe I'll give them a call.
Yeah, you give him a text at the very least, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think like, by the time you guys are there, like there are a few figures, like there are a few like the clowns, and I think Walter is there and he's sober.
I think I'm going to walk over to him first and just put a hand on his shoulder. And I'm just going to say, I'm sorry if I've been turning more and more into my father, but what I'm about to do is for him.
He had just meant like you were more physically becoming your father, not like.
I know,
Yeah,
but I don't think I think Rodney's taking it on multiple levels.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think he has this like really bad bruise and knot on his face from where the door hit him earlier in the day, and he's just. You guys are digging up old wounds, but maybe that's what needs to be done to heal. Maybe we need to scratch out an infection.
We'll see. I'm not a doctor, but I don't think we need a doctor.
He looks a bit confused at that.
Yeah, because it's something where I'm like, I pieced things together that you don't know about, and that's weird. Normally, I'm the confused moo cow. But yeah, so
Yeah.
I think I'm going to approach King.
And King's inside, like checking the ramps for like the motorcycle jumps, making sure like they have enough fire for the hoops and things like that. And he sees like this procession comes. Like, oh, are we all here to practice early today? This big smile on his face, just very charming. I think like he is 6'2". Like he is one of like the only people in this carnival that comes close to Rodney's height.
Cool. And I'm just going to go up to him and I'm just going to say, depends. We're either practicing or this is going to get real very quickly.
What do you mean? It's like, I don't think I have any strongman stuff, but we could probably go and find some for you if you need it.
Of course, you don't have any strongman stuff. Because now I know you've never actually been strong. You're as weak as they come.
Oh, shut him down now.
Okay.
Oh, God, I think I know what's going to happen on a miss, too.
So can I very obviously put my hand on his shoulder when I say that as a physical threat?
Oh, you can like lift him off the ground, whatever you want to do to activate bully.
Yeah. So that way I can roll with a +1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Come on, Harley Collin Marlin, don't let us down.
It's a 9.
Okay, so are you going to give him a condition, gain a string on him? Oh no, you took +1 forward from that roll, so it's a 10.
10.
Yeah, so are you going to take another +1 forward, gain a string, or give him a condition?
Gain a string on him.
Okay, and I think he's like looking really shocked. And he starts sweating. He's like, what is this about? Does Mother Tribute know you're here?
It's amazing what Mother Tribute does and doesn't know. It's also amazing, now that I think about it, what you know. What you haven't told anyone here. Or maybe you have. I don't really speak for anyone else here.
You do speak for someone. I say out of character. You may want to name drop Hank.
But then again, things have been changing a little bit around here, and it's funny. I think there's someone here who did know your secret. Hank?
And he just like looks really nervous again. It's like it's not what you think. I mean, I don't know what you think. I don't know what you mean. Let me go.
If it's not what I think and you don't know what I think, then what is it?
You're being very obtuse and very rude.
What you're being is a liar. You've been a liar ever since my dad died.
Oh, okay, now he gets it. And I believe like, I couldn't let anything happen to my sister.
I understand that. Believe it or not, I do. I'm just impressed you could look me in the eye for every day after and treat me like you didn't just take away one of the most important people in my goddamn life.
I just needed a distraction. I should have been more concrete in my words. I didn't know Gomez would go that far.
You're trying to tell me you didn't mean to kill him?
It was supposed to put him to sleep. It was supposed to knock him out for a while, hide him, make it so Mr. Hagen wouldn't be able to find him while he was going through Haven. We didn't expect the allergic reaction.
The doctor wasn't lying when he said he died of natural causes, because you're saying he died of an allergic reaction to what you put in him? And I'm not saying you, I'm saying the doctor, but it might as well have been you because you sicked him on him.
And I think the entire crowd, like, this is the mic drop moment. And this is where you have to choose, Rodney. You're enraged. Are you going to beat him up, or are you going to let him go? Because I need to know what happens with this prophecy.
I let him go because I was asked.
He drops to his knees. He begins crying. But he's not the only one. Walter's heart is truly broken. Because an innocent has to be hurt for the prophecy.
Oh yeah. I fully understood.
But no, I think
what
like both men are on their knees just wailing, like a banshee wail of, King is sorrowful for a different, it is definitely a more tragic sound coming from Walter. And I think the crowd starts moving forward towards King. Astoria, I saw you unmuted. Do you have something you want to do?
I think I'm just gonna like sidle up to Rodney and kind of like link my hand to his.
Yeah, I'll take it. And I'll just look at King and I'll just say, the next time you think about taking someone important from someone else, don't.
And ooh. I think this is when Mother Tribute breaks into the tent. And just, there's theatrics. There's, the stop! Everyone! And, like, there had been some mentions, like, tarring and feathering. There had been mentions of Carnival just. So there had been, what's going to happen to King. And Cecilia, do you have something you want to say?
Yeah, so I was just about to make the same suggestion. Maybe that Cecilia had gone to get Mother Tribute because you won't believe what's happening, right? You've got to stop this. But as soon as she gets into the center, I will kind of whisper in a voice that basically everyone on this side of the kind of surging circle will hear. This happened on her watch.
Oh, do you want to shut her down in front of an audience?
Sure. Let's
Yes.
roll. Okay, that is a 7, which becomes a 10.
Yes, because there is an audience. Yay. So you get to
Okay.
take something else from her. Maybe people's respect.
Their reputation?
Yes.
Yeah. I guess. Yeah, so I'm going to get a string on Mother Tribute as
Okay.
the
And
normal vanilla result. And with the filer, I am going to give her the condition befouled.
let me note that.
All about the shutting down.
Oh, this is lovely. I mean, it's horrible, but it's like a pretty horrible. Yeah, and I think the crowd even starts to like. I think the crowd starts like maybe like Rodney and Astoria had been off to the side a bit as the crowd had been surging forward, but like even as they hear Cecilia's words, they start moving towards Astoria, and Astoria, you feel hands on you, and you're slowly being lifted in the air on people's shoulders like you're crowd surfing. And there is one word being chanted by the crowd before we go to break. Change! 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 And Astoria, Rodney, or Cecilia, do you have any final words before we go on break?
I'm still holding Astoria's hand.
Oh no, you're probably like just like holding it
And
straight
yeah,
out
yeah,
now.
yeah. I'm freaking tall. This is nothing for me.
Yeah, Astoria's probably like the first time she's been head level with you. And Cecilia, do you want to say something?
No, I think, but yeah, I think Mother Tribute will inevitably see that I caused this, right? So, or maybe our gazes will meet over the furore, and that's all.
That's lovely. And I think there might be another time skip after this, but I will see you all 5 minutes after. Well, this has gotten exciting. Uh, do you think we want to skip maybe to the like later that night, the next day? I really want to hear suggestions after that played out.
My personal preference is for later that night. I'm open to suggestions as well. I know personally I want to have a scene with Astoria after that because I think I'm still dealing with that enraged condition.
Yeah, I was leaning towards later that night because
So, like after the main event, or after the carnival is shutting down, you think something
Uh,
like that?
could be like yeah, like after the carnival is shutting down. That sounds like when things are being like put up for the night.
Yeah, because I think uh, we all tried to go about our business as usual after that whole thing.
Yeah, and this won't bring anything up if there's a hard move. So yeah, this is fine.
That evil
Not
smile.
not like hardly calm Marlin will ever give me a hard move, but let's keep going.
Yeah.
So
Um.
is it fine for me to put you all in a scene together, or
Oh,
would you
absolutely.
just want to be with yeah? Because I think like this is probably definitely all three of you and Sammy at the very least like eating I I, I think like, this is like Chekhov's calories. Like we now are like back to like a fresh like fried baby Ruth and Sammy like biting into. It's like at least it's not like a Toblerone.
Oh yeah, those are disgusting.
One peak is enough for your entire lifetime.
Yeah.
it's making me sick just looking at it.
Then don't look at it.
In terms of the sequence of how we get together, I don't know.
I like the idea like like after that scene like the camera like panned up into the sun, then the sun became the moon and it's panning down like maybe like Rodney's kind of sweaty from putting up some of the heavy lifting for like putting up the carnival. Astoria is like in her fortune teller's outfit with just her trademark coat over it. Cecilia is like has her like filled out checklist of things she's gone on and done, and Sammy has like it has their like magician's hat off in their lap as they're eating the candy, and you all are like on a table under like one of those picnic style tables. Like I think like, Rodney's probably sitting on the table itself, Sammy on one side, Astoria kind of near Sammy because I don't think Cecilia would be. And of course, like the moon is streaming down on you. It's blue, but there are like signs of like red all around you as the danger has still not subsided.
Just in mechanically, I just noticed that Sammy is like one person at this table who does have strings on Cecilia. So,
Oh yes, I'm going to be using those. Don't worry.
I love handing ammunition to my MC. That's
Yeah, that's glorious.
That always works out well for us.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna. So that happened.
Yeah, that didn't go how I expected it. Thankfully, it put me down at some point.
Yeah, well, just
Uh,
didn't kill him.
I think Sammy looks at Cecilia. It's like, has the carnival always been this dysfunctional?
Wasn't what we just saw there an act of justice?
Yeah, but I thought this was like a family. It seems like it's a kind of family.
Well, some people use abuse and murder as the tools of the trade.
So are you only used to abuse then?
So Cecilia looks down at her, whatever the hell she's eating. I don't think she can meet Sammy's eyes with that particular sting.
I think Rodney's actually going to look between the two of them and be like, did I miss something?
You've been dealing with your own stuff. We don't need to burden you with our issues. And it's a heavy hour.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I mean, like, no, when it says, when Astoria says, yeah, I'm going to kind of like, my eyes flash over to you and just be like, okay, we're going to talk later, because remember what I said about keeping secrets.
Mm-hmm. It got really awkward now.
Thank you. And
I think I think I do give Cecilia and Sammy like, okay, all right. This is gonna get ridiculous. So if the two of you need to talk about something, we can go, give you some space, or
no, we
What
don't
what
need.
Sammy is pointing out is that this once my penchant for being a horrible, terrible person has worked in everyone's favor. So we'll just be thankful and not look in the rearview mirror, and let's move on.
And I think Sammy pulls out that finch feather that you gave them. It's like, yeah, we can forget all about it. You know, I almost had a new trailer. Astoria almost had, a feeling of belonging.
Um,
I have never seen two people want to use volatile to run away more in my life.
Yeah, I think Cecilia will push away her paper plate and step over the bench and, okay, fuck you and whatever. I don't care, and walk away.
And I think they're going to try to spend that string to. They're tempting you not to stay, but to at least use your ability of cruelty for Astoria.
oh,
Okay.
Like
Um,
if you're going to be mean to Mother Tribute, maybe support Astoria as well.
so like, what did she say to
And I think
to?
it's just like, just remember who your true friends are. They say.
Okay. Okay. I think Cecilia nods at Sammy. I thought that's what I was doing, but obviously I need to make that clear to everyone. Um, Astoria?
I think I kind of like look to Sammy, almost like get away from Cecilia's gaze because they probably can cut through iron, and it's like, you didn't need to say that.
Oh no, it's fine. I deserve that. I deserve every bit of that. Um,
Ooh. Oh, gods, I want to use the other string right now. Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm going to, because there's witnesses, and you reach, like, as you've walked over the table to get away, I think you reach back and you feel the vulture feather in your back pocket. And it's just like, don't worry, Cecilia. I forgive you. Do you forgive yourself? And Sammy's going to tempt you to see yourself in a better light. Basically, stop calling yourself a horrible person.
Okay. But I am still expected to use my horrible skills in defense of
Oh yeah,
Astoria, right?
like you can still use your horrible skills. Just like say, well, I'm a good person with many facets.
Okay. Wow, that's a tough one.
Yeah, have some I've never tempted someone to have self-respect before.
That is so Monsterhearts, though. Um, yeah. I think when she hears that, Cecilia will turn back to them, and I think maybe with Astoria avoiding Cecilia's gaze. Maybe it's only Sammy who sees it, but maybe Rodney, if he's in the right kind of arc of vision. Cecilia will kind of wipe away like a tear that's not falling yet, but is just welling there, and will kind of look Sammy in the eyes and nod to them that she will do that. But she's still walking away.
Oh yeah,
Okay?
I think like with that, like you don't need to run away. Like, if you had refused it, they probably would have tried to stop you. Since you've accepted it, you can walk away.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna look over at Sammy and just kind of go, and I think I'm just gonna kind of whisper, just keep an eye on her.
I'm going to keep more than an eye on her. I think Astoria and I came here to save a lot, and that means saving as much as we can. And I think and Sammy reaches up, can't get to your shoulder, like pats you like mid, like halfway up your elbow.
I think I just kind of look down and go, like, this is okay. I see what's happening. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna look over his story and be like, I take it you have a place for tonight?
Yeah. Same old place.
Okay, well. And it's just kind of like this awkward thing of where like Rodney wants to say like I could stay with you, but he's also like still dealing with like feeling a little tense about things.
And I think Sammy breaks in. It's like, don't you have like that really large, almost Mother Tribute sized trailer, Astoria?
Yeah, I don't make a point of talking about it.
And maybe Walter needs his space tonight.
Sammy, what would I do without you?
Yeah, I think Sammy pats you on the back. And it's just like, oh, probably be a bit more straightforward.
I don't know what you're implying there, Sammy, but no, I don't think she says that.
Yeah. Sammy's sharp. They know.
For himself.
Oh god. Yeah, I think I think Rodney's gonna actually because besides the one night, I think we've been kind of staying in our respective places, and Rodney's gonna very awkwardly be like, well, if you have room, I mean, I could sleep on the other side or whatever. I just
Rodney, believe it or not, this place has enough room for even someone like you.
Yeah, but like, what if I don't want as much space?
Rodney, you can have whatever you want. Do you know what you
Yeah.
want, though?
I know what I need. And it's starting to become apparent that I know what I also want. I want you, all right.
And Sammy's like, oh, that Babe Ruth. That was way too much. I've got to go right now. I'll catch you later. And just gets up and like I think like if Rodney notices, there's like a
No, Rodney doesn't look in Sammy's direction, but Rodney instinctively just holds out a hand for a high five.
And I think like they almost like oh, I'm tripping. High five.
Yeah.
I think I notices none of that because she's
She is a pure pony.
yeah. I think I think as soon as time he's kind of like I noticed like we're in a fairly public place, so I kind of
Well, good thing you've got that trailer.
yeah. I think I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna take your hand and start leading you towards the trailer.
Okay, I will take that.
And is that what I think it is?
Yeah, I think. I'm trying to think if there's anything more I want to say. Don't think so. Not at the moment.
My anaconda don't want none, maybe?
Well,
God.
Well, I mean, like you can finish off the entire thing. I'm not a rapper by any means.
no, but respect. Yeah, so on that mutually awkward note, let's veil that shit.
Yeah.
The unicorn has no integrity to lose because everything is going well. And Rodney, ask your question. I think we know the answer this time.
Yeah, well, first off, I lose the enraged condition.
Oh, right.
Goodbye. And then the other one is,
Yeah.
give your partner a string on you and ask them if they love you.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay, I get the string on you. Yay! Worth it.
Man, I have no integrity to lose because I'm wanton tonight, apparently.
Oh, this is so lovely.
It feels weird to say that word out loud when you read that. I only ever read that word.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I get it. Like,
I'm
that's
not
a word.
in the same boat. I use it a lot because in the South there's a lot of slut shaming. It's like if I'm going to even be associated with that, I'm going to use words no one knows.
I approve.
But it's nice to call like some Southern good Christian bitch was like, "Oh, you're so wonton lately, aren't you?" Like, I love that soup. Yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking, and I'm like, but no one's gonna say that. And
that's the response I usually get.
You're oh,
People think slattern means janitor.
Oh no. Okay.
And trollop is a sea animal.
Okay.
But anyway, Cecilia, where did you run off to?
Anywhere else. That was I had no plan. I was getting away.
Yeah, so,
Um,
ooh, maybe you run into Hank. Because he's
oh
been
well, that
useful
would
so
be
far.
delightful. I'm sure.
Yeah, I think. Oh no, you're going to your trailer maybe, and you
Yeah.
just smell this. I will say like drugs trademark because like there is not. I don't know the smell of like all these things mixing together. I cannot describe it, but it is. It are drugs, and you see these feet under your trailer just sticking out.
So, I think I'm gonna um, slap one of those feet. Not
Yeah.
cruelly, but just a little bit gently. Um, yeah, I'm going. Looking for some red slippers. They don't seem to be attached.
You're like, ugh. Well, there's no yellow brick road from here anyway. Doesn't really matter. And he like rolls out from under there, and he like he's still smoking a joint. It's like 75% of the way down, and takes a big inhale. So, how's your day been?
It has been interesting. That's the best word to describe. Yeah, interesting.
Well, secrets coming to light. Relationships changing. I mean, even I and Mother Tribute are on the rocks. You kind of opened my eyes up to that bitch.
Well, I think I might have opened everyone's eyes there.
You know well, I know you know that she has no crystal powers. She's not some Steven Universe bitch.
Yeah, I think I said that myself the other day. Has not had a vision in her entire life, not even aided by some some of your good shit.
Yeah, she's such a fraud. I doubt her life will even flash before her eyes. But you know how she does get a lot of this shit out here. And this is a trade secret, mind you. So, shh. And you can't, it's sort of hard to tell if he's just being high and fucking with you or like this is real juicy gossip.
Well, I mean, I've done my share of overhearing for her cold reading.
Yeah, like, yeah. And I put cameras up for her
Nice, nice.
in your trailers too.
Well, I mean, I guess we should take care of those, right?
Oh, don't worry. I disabled those a while back. But she has some pretty good blackmail on some of these people if because I think her time's coming. It's time for a regime change around here. Viva la revolution. It's supposed to sound like revolution, but it's not quite, right?
Um, yeah, Viva la Future or something like that. I don't know. That's what Astoria would say. That's good enough to put up on a banner.
I thought it was like maybe on delay, Ariba, but yeah, we can go with that. But yeah, it's just
Well, I mean, no time like the present. Should we show her the door?
I think we might need a bit of extra help, but we can definitely try to. We can definitely get the mousetrap ready to spring on her.
I mean, I have a feeling um, Rodney would be up for some strong arm action.
Sounds good. I mean, he's definitely good at it. We've seen that today. Do you want to go grab him? Because I don't know if you noticed, but I am baked.
Yeah. I mean, I smelt you. I smelt your presence long before I saw your dainty little feet.
Oh, you're so sweet. Yeah, go and fetch him. I'll crawl back under there where I belong.
Anyone else you think we can rely on, just in case?
Well, you can rely on Rhonda. You can rely on Vikram. You can rely on lots of people here. And he like fishes into his net, like pulls out like this like it's like a what are those things, like a personal assistant, electronic personal assistant that looks way too fancy for Hank to have. It's like, got this at a Mother Tributes trailer. Don't want her having that blackmail. Enjoy.
Nice. So I'm not sure. Am I likely to find Rodney, or are they already?
I think like you were going off to your trailer. Maybe like maybe you did stuff on the way, like you finished your checklist and all that stuff, and like
Yeah.
they can definitely be finished up by now.
Sure. Yeah. Maybe do we give them a scene and then come back to me?
Sure.
Yeah.
So it's the beautiful afterglow in Astoria's trailer, unless you guys went somewhere like to the creek.
Don't think so.
Yeah. I was about to say, like, I don't think there'd be much after that. So
yeah. So it's afterglow.
So, what do you want to do now? I mean, not now, but like, what's next for you, Rodney? What are you looking forward to?
Well, that depends. Change seems to be in the air. You said before that I would still have a place here. Do I?
Yeah, of course you do. Like, you saw people saw what you did today, and they knew you were doing the right thing. They knew you were getting your justice, and if people thought about that dude, then I don't think any of them would want you gone. I mean, I wouldn't want you
Yeah.
gone.
Well, I kind of have you to thank for that, in a way. Not for confronting him, but for not killing him. I really, really wanted to.
Well, I'm glad you didn't. I don't know if you'd. I don't know if that's something you'd want on your conscience for years to come, you know? Do you know when they started chanting, change, and they hoisted me off? What the hell is up with that? Do you think they're right? Not that change should happen, but that change was me?
I think you're exactly what this carnival needs. Whether that becomes change or simply a shift of some kind, which is, in effect, change. Just you. A lot of us here are used to acting on our instincts and impulses. You and Sammy seem to try to not stop us, but rein us in a bit. And maybe we could actually make something from that.
Well, I hope we don't disappoint then. I don't know. Everyone looks at me as if like I'm going to lead them some bright future, and there's a part of me that things I can, but it's a part of me. I'm afraid to grow. Because what if I could? What if I just start repeating old mistakes, or make new ones, or
Then maybe you need someone else too. To be there and say, hey, we're still on Earth. You still gotta maybe not stop you, but just remind you that there's a tradition to some of these things. And some traditions don't need to be broken.
you nominating yourself for that position?
Well, and I think I've kind of got my arm around you at this point, and I pull you closer a little bit, and I'm just like, I've definitely thrown my hat in the ring.
This isn't a. Wait, are you telling me this is a competition? Like, you think there's anyone else?
No. Just got the ring on my mind. So it was the first thing that popped into my head.
Sorry, out of character, you said ring, and I thought of a completely different thing.
It's okay. I said out of character. I said that and I was like, oh wait, no.
Yeah, no, I was thinking of like, oh wait, no, not yet.
Yeah, no. Oh god, too soon. And yeah, I just was like, no, you are maybe wait a bit. I don't know if he's still there.
Wondering what drove him away.
Patience is key.
Mm-hmm. What the hell are they singing downstairs?
I heard some of it earlier and I didn't hear like exact words or anything, but I was just muted, and so I started, okay, cool.
Sorry about that. Had to deal with something.
It's okay. We waited.
Yeah, so you guys were I remember like the ring, and that got
awkward. Yeah. Of course.
Character awkward. I don't think in character they twig, but
yeah, in character, it's just no. I think that if you'll have me around, then I mean, I'm down for that position.
Well, even if you don't have the position or not, you're gonna be around if you want, of course. Like, I wouldn't dream of this carnival without you.
Okay, let me ask you this then. What if the carnival wasn't around? Would you still want me around?
Never. Of course. Of course I would. You. Like you said, you keep me grounded. And I think that would have been the same whether we met at a carnival or a mall or I don't know, someplace more normal than this.
Well, I don't think either of us are really normal enough for that. Look, I guess what I'm saying is we've said some things and I don't know what this is, but I'm not my father. I'm not gonna mess around. If you'll have me, I'm willing to commit.
Before I got here, I never really thought of being with anyone.
Yeah, no,
No, just in general,
Oh,
and it's never been in my mind where I was. And there were other things to think about from where I was, but
yeah.
ever since I got here, I don't think I could think of ever being with anyone else.
Okay.
And I think this is cute and all. I love it. I think this is when Cecilia knocks.
Good. Good. Good.
Because,
I
like,
was stalling for
I would
that
say it's
point.
like this is going to be like just 20 more minutes of sweet.
Yeah,
I
we
can
can't.
be as I can be
We
as sweet
could.
as long as possible, but
Yeah,
like
we could, but we can't.
this is
We can't.
this is this is this is MH2.
I mean, if you want to extend the torturous scenes, you could have Cecilia bump into Sammy, but
Oh. Oh, I want that. I want that now. Thank you. I did not know I needed that in my life. Yeah, I think because Sammy's trailer's right next to Astoria's, isn't it?
Oh
that's shocking.
Yeah,
Don't know. Did we talk about this whole giving fuel to the MC thing? This might be a.
no! Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
After
So,
that wonderful little commitment scene where suddenly Rodney is a taken moo cow.
yeah. So I think, yeah, you're heading to Astoria's trailer, and I think Sammy is sort of like not is just blocking you because like they know what's going on more than you do. It's like, oh, Cecilia, nice to see you again. Hello, and it's like they're not as confident as they were at the table,
Yeah.
or awkward.
Okay. I think I can kind of read uh, the kind of wingman nature of that interception, right?
Hmm.
So I guess Cecilia will hang back, and there's maybe an awkward pause. Um, um, I I know you already said you forgive me, but I'm still sorry.
It's okay. I mean, it's
It's
one
it's
day.
not okay. I said
Ye-
some.
Yeah, it's not, but I forgive you. It A lot of stuff has come up, and I didn't know how wounded this carnival was when I came to it. How hurt everyone else inside must have been. And if you're looking out for everyone in ways Mother Tribute and obviously King weren't, you've probably got to be worrying about everyone too. I think Sammy, like, it will step close to you if you let them and put their hand on your shoulder. You don't need to be Atlas for everyone. You can rest on someone else every now and again.
So I think when Sammy reaches over, there's like a Cecilia's a little bit skittish, you know.
Hmm.
She like starts startles a little bit. Um, but when they put their hand on Celia, um, she relaxes. Um, I didn't realize that's what I was doing, but maybe that's why I took what you said so badly, because this carnival means everything to me.
And
At least it used to be everything to me.
it's your home. You don't want your home to be hurt. You don't want your family to be hurt. I mean, what happened today is unfortunate, but I think it's necessary to get out there, necessary for change. And if change comes, perhaps it'll be for the best.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll be more respected for your work than just given it by some old woman who uses Mac OS tarot reading XE.
So Cecilia kind of puts her hand up to take Sammy's, where it is on her shoulder, and I think in the same way they did when they were backstage, when they first kind of talked properly, she'll lean in and kiss her on the cheek and just say thank you.
Do you want to try and turn them on?
I'm horrible at that. But
I
yeah.
know. It might be the first hard move of the session.
Well,
Come on, Hardly Calm Marlin. Give me some ammo.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I've generated all the hard moves with my rolling so far, right? Okay, let me pull up the room. Oh, that's a 7. Sorry. I rolled an 8, so -1.
Well, Sammy's not going to give themselves to you, but I think Sammy's going to promise something they think you want. No matter what, as long as you can be forgiven, as long as you give me time to think over what happens, I'll always come back. I'll always be there for you.
Okay, well, I think Sammy gets like a secret smile from Cecilia, and she kind of looks over at Astoria's trailer, like hoping that maybe they haven't heard the conversation, but they've heard there is a conversation going on, right?
I think Sammy looks at their watch or their phone. God, how dated am I? And it's like I think they should be at the after talk stage. In like they I think they bring up a small illusion of Hello Kitty and Caro Caro dancing around, like the cutesy stuff.
God damn it, Sammy.
And I think go ahead, Rodney.
I was just gonna say, can I stick my head out the door at this point?
Please do.
Cool. I stick my head out the door at this point.
So I'm not sure what picture you see of the two of us.
What do I see? Yeah, I'm curious.
I think Sammy is sort of close to Cecilia, and once they hear the door opening, they'll stand beside Cecilia, and the hand that was on Cecilia's shoulder will move around, be an arm around her shoulder if she allows.
I think she'll allow.
Oh, okay. I think I just kind of well, this is somehow less and more awkward.
And I would say, it seems like we're going to be plotting to take over Mother Tribute. Do we want to have Lyr in on this next week?
I think so. Yeah. This seems like the kind of thing that we definitely want to loop him in on, especially since I want to be like, hey, this was just as much for your mother.
Yeah, and I think we get this old pop song of Katy Perry's, first you're hot, then you're cold, as the the credits are going up. And
what is that song?
Yeah, that song is old. So
2008, I think. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, for Katy Perry's career, it's old. But that's it for today, folks. Thank you for those who've joined, those who watched. Thanks my wonderful players for being so dramatic. Thank you, Hardly Calm Marlin. Thank you so much. And I will see you guys next week for the conclusion.